What is Edgeio?
Edgeio is a new kind of search engine specifically for people who want to publish classified listings. And it's a search engine and it's also a business model for content websites.
How does it work?
Well, you can publish it to Edgeio in three ways. Either you can publish on a blog with an RSS feed, a listing, and you label the listing or tag it with the word listing. We'll find that automatically within a few seconds and we'll put it into Edgeio. And you can then edit the listing and enhance it in various ways within Edgeio. That's the first way. The second way is you can come to edgeio.com, put your URL in, and we'll pull up all your items, and you can pick the ones you'd like to put onto Edgeio and just submit them. Then the third way is you can actually publish directly on Edgeio. You can come and just say you'd like to create a listing, and we will host the listing for you and create a listings area just for you on Edgeio. That's how it works in terms of publishing. On the syndication outside, a website can take listings from Edgeio using RSS or Atom, which is a technical term for XML, it's former XML. And you basically can, let's say you're a New York-based website with discussions about New York, you can have a whole classified area about New York on your website supplied by Edgeio.
So what's the benefit for the users?
The user, it's really, depends whether the user is selling something or buying something. If the user is selling something, we create a marketplace. Most small websites don't have enough readers to buy and sell things, but they're great for publishing. So if we can take what you publish and put it into a big marketplace, then you get all the benefits of the big marketplace without any of the costs, because listing is free. So that's for the seller. For the buyer, we built a really great search engine. It's fully global. In the first 10 days since we launched, we're in about 1,200 cities around the world. There are people buying and selling stuff. And so it's just going to be the best classified search engine out there as we evolve.
So you're going to compete with Craigslist and eBay?
You know, I don't think we compete with Craigslist always. Craigslist is in 100 cities after 10 years. We're in 1,200 cities after 10 days. So there's going to be many places where there is no Craigslist, where Edgeio exists. Of course, there will be the 100 cities where we both exist. And for now, Craigslist is much bigger than Edgeio in any of those cities. You know, I wouldn't expect us to be frightening Craig for some time to come in those places.
Okay. So what's the business model for Edgeio?
The business model is, there's three elements to the business model. The first is you're going to be able to buy featured listings on Edgeio. That'll be the top 3 positions in any search result will be available to a vendor who has relevant content to get their results into those top 3 positions, and that will be an auction process, just like Google is an auction process for advertising. And then secondly, we have a whole class of products called enhancements. It's things like making your listing bold, maybe if you're a realtor, putting multiple images in and creating a slideshow. Enhancements of that kind, which are about the structure of your ad, we'll charge for different ones of those. And then finally, Edgeio is always about finding a thing in a place at a time, and that's a great platform for locally targeted advertising. So we'll also have local advertising in Edgeio.
So did it help that Mike Harrington is behind Edgeio? I mean,
No. Mike has screwed us up every single time. No, seriously. Seriously, Mike is a phenomenon. I mean, TechCrunch has become so well known. He has, on an average day, he has about 100,000 readers now. And he's been actually very careful. I think he's only posted about Edgeio a couple of times, and even then he had another editor write about it. So he's been very careful, which he doesn't actually have to be, because it's his personal blog. He could say whatever he wants, but he's chosen to not use it as too obviously as a promotion. But I think by association, the fact that he's doing TechCrunch and I'm doing Edgeio and we're partners helps both of us.
Just last word on international activities. It seems that I've seen in French sites that they were talking about Edgeio. Have you seen activities coming from France or international?
Yeah, we actually have quite a few listings from France already. And the interesting thing is that France has always been very ahead with classified listings. eBay, for example, made a big acquisition in France, and a lot of the eBay employees come from that acquisition. So there's a kind of a French mafia in Silicon Valley that knows about this space a lot, and we're talking to them all the time. The fact that TechCrunch is also in French has helped as well in terms of the readers of the French version of TechCrunch. So yeah, France is probably going to be an interesting market for Edgeio.
So where are you at now in terms of the business for Edgeio, and what sort of your plans in the next 6 months until the end of the year?
Well, it took us a year and a half to build Edgeio. We've only been launched for 2 weeks. We've taken angel funding. We took $1.5 million of angel funding. So we're really, and we're small. We're 5 employees right now. So we don't need to be much bigger because it's a very scalable architecture that doesn't need people so much. So the next plan is just to execute against our roadmap. And 6 months from now, we'll take a look and see if we want to raise some more money.
Great.